What's up, everyone? Aaron here from Triforce of Chaos, and this is Talking Points. So what's up, everyone? As you can see, I'm flying solo today. Will had some previous engagements he had to take care of, so he wasn't able to be here with me, today to film. Of course, you noticed that we had a pretty interesting week in videos. We introduced another story time, the Beatrice Affair / R.I.P. Paul Walker. Probably gonna get a lot of hate mail over that one. Yeah, it was something that I said during the video, and Josh just kind of he kind of ran with it. So it was perfect. It was one of those things that, of course, anybody that's ever played, Call of Duty with me, like my buddies Chandler and Travis, Will, and a few others out there. Hats off to our buddy Steven. He was known as Off Yourself. Of course, that is, you got him a brand new screen name, username for a PlayStation, but they've heard me referred to. I'm one of these. I have a morbid sense of humor. It's very dark. I don't use the fancy words for it because that just sounds stupid. But anyway, it's a dark sense of humor. I tend to laugh at a lot of stuff I really shouldn't laugh at, so it gets me in trouble a lot of times. But we referred to airstrikes as calling him the Paul Walker. So when Josh is driving along during this video, I'm not going to ruin the whole video for you. Go watch it. But you'll see at one point I make a reference to Paul Walker in a probably not so funny way, and Josh just runs with it and makes it funny for us. So a lot of the people that I know, they viewed it, they liked it, so hats off. Maybe I'm just in the crowd that tends to enjoy that kind of stuff. So anyway, Saturday night we had our annual game night. Josh wasn't there, and I'm not talking about the ToC game night. I'm talking about, and I'm not. Why did I say annual? Jeez, you make it sound like I don't hang out with my friends. I make it sound like I don't hang out with my friends a lot. Our bi-weekly game night, which is what me and Will do, but unfortunately, due to time constraints, Will had to leave Sunday, so we weren't able to kind of flood it over to today, where normally we get enough time to film. Not that we don't have social lives or anything outside of ToC, but again, forgive my rambling. It's been a long week. As you can see behind me, I don't know if you can see too well behind me, but we've got a few set items here. This one's a brand new one. Wasn't in the last video. It's the thing I've been hunting for a while now. The Xenomorph science fiction mystery box, blind box, whatever you call it, made by Funko, same group that does Pops. You'll also see that we have some of the set items from Newsday Tuesday hanging out with us now, such as, you can't see him because of my fat ass, but you've got a Tron guy here. We've got the dragon from Game of Thrones blind box, plus Ned Stark from the Game of Thrones Funko Pop series. Malcolm Reynolds, which we opened him on one of our Newsday Tuesdays. It was a fun little series while it lasted. Unfortunately, due to news being slow, we really couldn't run that. We had a few videos come out this week. Very slow week for us again, due to personal life breaks and all that. Not a break in a bad way, but Josh has taken some vacation time to kind of, he's visiting a State-A-Toid, let's put it that way. If you've been watching, you understand which State-A-Toid I'm talking about. So we're actually slowing down during our vacations. So video production will be a little slow. Sorry about that. Another thing we've been working on lately is getting out some videos we've had some time working on. We just played Clue the other day. That's something I encourage everybody to watch. I had fun with that. Literally, the game of Clue, I played it so much that I'm just burnt out on it. So you'll notice I'm quick to try to figure out who it is, and I do end up getting close. But watch and see to find out who was ultimately right. Let's see. My new Saints Row video came out yesterday. That was actually a fun experience for me. I love playing that game. That game is so funny and just so entertaining to me that I literally go vegetable when I play it. So sometimes you'll hear me whenever I'm playing it and doing a Let's Play. You'll notice I don't say a whole lot. Like I said, I go completely vegetable mode on that. Well, that's about it for the ToC news. We've still got the competition going. That's winding down. I'd like for everybody to at least have their stuff in by next Saturday, if possible. Saturday by midnight, which will be the 2nd. Yeah. Get it to us by 11:59 p.m. on May the 2nd, so we can tally up the votes on May the 3rd and get it to you on Star Wars Day. So may the 4th be with you, people. Let's get this competition going. You'll win that awesome shirt that we advertised in the last video, or that we showed off in the last video. It's a one-of-a-kind shirt. Only the winner will get that. And so far we've had, I think, 3 people put in names. Come on, people. You want to win that shirt? Put your name in there. You want to show off ToC and get everybody else interested in it? Advertise for us? Do it. Only the most loyal of fans will get swag like this. So get out there. Get these names out there. So far, like I said, we've had three people that have posted any kind of information. I'm not going to read everything out. We'll read out the final contestants in the May 4th. We'll read out all of the contestants' entries on the May 4th video and ultimately name which one we've chosen. So that concludes that part. I mean, like I said, kind of a slow week for ToC. Of course, without Will here, I really can't do a lot of funny commentary. I'm trying to keep this short. Going into the final thing I want to talk about, I did ask last week. Let's see, I'm trying to remember what the talking point was last week. This shows you how bad my memory is. Let me pull it up on my little. I've gone from paper, people. I've gone green somewhat. Not really. I'm not into that whole green thing. I mean, in a way I am, but in a way I'm also not too terribly into it. But I think last week's talking point was what was your favorite video game character or game remake? Which games would you like to see remade? We did have one answer. We did have a list of answers from our buddy Chandler, who's a big follower of the channel. Chandler says games he wants to see remastered. He wants to see GTA San Andreas, Baldur's Gate 2 Dark Alliance, which I'm right there with you on that one. Champions of Norath. Never played it. Don't know it. Chandler, maybe you can enlighten us with it and upload a video, or send us a video, Chandler, and let us know what that game's all about, or whoever wants to send a video. Manhunt. That game was interesting. I never played much of it, but I did get to play a few minutes of it, and I enjoyed it. The Warriors. Alright, Chandler. You'll have to tell me how good the Warriors were. Just like I said, send me an answer video sometime, man. We'd like to see what your opinion is. The Uncharted trilogy, he wants it remastered for PS4. Chandler, of course, is a big PS4 player. And those were the answers we got. I mean, Chandler really gave us a long list of stuff. So that answers those questions right there. Chandler, I have to say, I'm on board with you on some of that. I know me and Will, we were very passionate about a few games. Of course, due to some technical difficulties, thanks to the technical difficulties fairy, we weren't able to get Will's ultimate answer, which was Jak and Daxter. He gave us like a 10-minute speech on Jak and Daxter, so I mean, that tells you just how passionate he is about getting maybe a remaster or a remake possibly, or a reboot of the series altogether. Me, I'm all for getting Monster Hunter back for the PlayStation systems. That was my thing. So anyway, we'll go ahead and finish up today's talking points, and my talking point for this week is, which video game character's death really hit you in the feels? You know, which video game death did you honestly feel like was the most depressing, destroyed your childhood, or your, made you cry like a little baby at the point when you found out that this character died, or when you watched them die on the screen? Mine's twofold. I'm not a huge Call of Duty fan, but Soap was one of those characters I really liked. And when you watched him die, or when you died through his eyes, that moment right there hurt me. Because, Soap was, well, for one, he's Scottish. Come on. You kill off a Scotsman, that's like instant depression for me. And the other character for me was Vivi from Final Fantasy IX. Yes, I know I talk about 8 a lot. Yes, I know I talk about 7 a lot. But 9 was one of those games that I played as well. I played all the way up till about 10, and I finally was like, yeah, fuck it. This series is just getting, cold turkey on me. Vivi, a lot of people, maybe if you haven't played the game, spoiler alert, I'm just too depressed to talk about it like that, But Vivi, you play as this character from beginning to end, and then at the end he writes this long letter thanking his friends and says, "This is goodbye." Pretty much, you know what happened, because he was part of the Black Mages, and the Black Mages were these created robotic, it's kind of hard to describe what they were. They were like created automatons made to serve out a year's time, and then after a year they would shut down, just completely turn off, die. Well, Vivi, and another thing about him is they had no emotion. Well, Vivi had emotion. He was a character. He was one of the few that actually lived, and then he lived longer than the expectations, but in the end he dies. It's implied that he dies, and that hit me so hard in the feels. I was like this little bawling bundle of nerves the rest of the day. I was like, oh God, why? So yeah, that was the depressing part for me. Will said his was Aerith from Final Fantasy VII. Aerith, depending on which translation you got, or however it was put into the game. Will said Aerith was the most depressing for him. When Sephiroth just runs her through like a shish kebab, that killed him. So, but anyway, give us your answers. Let us know which video game character's death sparked the most emotion out of you. Which, again, it's one of those things that as soon as you tell us about it, I can see a lot of answers coming from a recent, a couple of Telltale games that have come out. Maybe, games that you've played. Maybe something else. Maybe BioShock Infinite. That ending there. Spoiler alert. Maybe that hit you in the feels. But anyway, again, I'm Aaron. This has been Talking Points. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe below. If you're going to comment with the answer to today's Talking Points, just leave your comment and then follow it along with hashtag Talking Points. You can also leave a comment on our Facebook or Twitter page. While you're there, subscribe to us on those. You can also check out our merch shop. We have tons of items for you to buy. Again, most of the profits go to the merch shop. We get a little bit to kind of go towards technology and games for you to watch us play. And I believe that's about it for today. Again, I'm Aaron, and we'll see you next go round.